So you know John stays up to date on all the latest headlines, but even some of those unique facts that many may not know.
Yes, he is here now, and we are blessed for it with another edition of Wiki Who.
Wiki Who?
Well, I'm glad you guys feel blessed because this segment is so important. We put it at literally the latest segment in the show. Any later, it would be on Drew's show. All right, guys, if you need a refresher, it goes like this. I give you the names of 3 famous people who share a name, and then I give you a factoid about them, semi-obscure in some cases, and then you have to tell me which one the factoid is true about. As always, not every one of the famous people necessarily gets a factoid chosen about them, so you cannot use the process of elimination when we get to the final question. Are you guys ready?
Ready!
All right, today's roundup is Jack Nicholson, Jack Black, and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey.
Jack.
Oh. Okay.
It's the 3 Jacks. Okay. Question number 1. Which Jack attended the Poseidon School for kids who struggle in traditional school environments?
Oh boy.
I'm going to say...
I'll say Mr. Black.
I was going to say, I don't want to typecast him, but Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black. It wasn't because I think he was just too smart.
Too smart.
Yeah.
Exactly. Same thing. He got bored.
All right, so you guys are all on board with that. Well, you guys, you would think Jack Dorsey would have been a grade student, and he was until he dropped out of NYU, but he never attended the Poseidon School. Jack Nicholson, though, has always done things his own way, but it was Jack Black who attended the Poseidon School for kids who struggle with traditional schools. But as you mentioned, it was because he was super smart and creative and actually went on to like another performing arts school before going on to college.
That makes sense. All right, we're all still in the running for the big jar. Yep,
That's
relish.
right. Yes, if anybody goes 3 for 3, you get the big jar relish. Question number 2. Which Jack attended his high school reunion with his aunt?
With his aunt? I'll stay consistent and say Mr. Black.
I'm going to say Jack Nicholson.
I say Jack Dorsey.
Okay, so we got across the board. Somebody is correct here, and somebody is going to be in the running for the relish.
Probably
Let me just say this, guys. I'll save you the suspense. Jack Nicholson is not the kind of guy that goes to his high school reunion, and he's been linked to some of Hollywood's biggest leading ladies, so he's definitely not taking his aunt. So the folks at Manasquan High School had to be surprised when he showed up for his 50th reunion with his Aunt Lorraine.
Oh, Aunt Lorraine!
Apparently, they have an award there named after him, like for their drama and theater program. And I guess when you have one of the greatest actors of all time coming from your school, you name an award after.
Yeah.
When am I going to learn? I need to just answer what you answered. You do great at this game.
You don't
It's
want the
because I
relish?
don't sleep at night.
It just reads Wikipedia all night long.
That's all I do.
Okay, final question.
Okay.
Cody, the relish lies in the balance here.
Oh, snap.
Which Jack grew up thinking his mom was his sister?
Say what now? This is
Grew
like
up
a Lifetime movie.
under the impression that his mother was actually his sister.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
That is Jack Nicholson.
Dorsey.
Well, I just said I'm going to say what Cody says.
Okay.
I'm going to say Nicholson.
I really need that relish today.
Okay, so we got 2 Nicholsons and a Dorsey. Well, guys, Jack Black grew up thinking his mom was a satellite engineer. But it was in an interview with Time magazine that revealed to him and the rest of us that Jack Nicholson was actually raised by his grandparents along with his mom, who they told him was his sister.
Wow.
Apparently, he had been born out of wedlock, and at that time, that was
a no-no back then.
Yes, so the grandparents raised him as their own son, and it wasn't until that interview that he found out. And he said, while it certainly was surprising, it wasn't traumatic because I was already psychologically developed at that point.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you know.
So, with that, though, Cody gets the relish.
Somebody relish me!
Somebody relish the money.
By the way, leave it to Jack Nicholson to also not be that thrown by that. Like, oh, wow, that's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, oh, for real?
I've kind of seen it all.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
There.
Very nice.
I feel like Cody's
Doctor
been on a
Who, right?
streak with that. They've been giving him the relish a lot lately.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Whatever he says, it's going to be my answer.
That's true.
All right. Stick around. More Good Day coming up after the break.
Wiki Who?